He posted, "A queen knows when to exit a table, when respect is no longer being served," after he caused a scene and stormed out of the restaurant on my family. I replied, "Bon appetit." Then I paid for my family's meals and gave the manager him name for the unpaid bill. When the police arrived at his apartment later, I was still sitting in the same booth, napkin folded, my mother's hands trembling around her water glass like it might spill if she breathed wrong. My aunt kept whispering, "Did he really just leave?" Like saying it softer would make it less real. Across from me, my father stared at the empty chair Daniel had kicked back so hard it scraped the tile. The sound had cut through the whole room. People had turned. Phones lifted. A waiter froze mid-step with a tray of desserts, as if the air itself had thickened. Daniel had made sure it was loud. "Unbelievable," he'd shouted, pointing at me like I was the problem. "You people don't respect me. Anna doesn't respect me. I'm not paying for this circus." Then he'd lean down close enough that only I could hear the last part. "You think you can embarrass me? Watch!" And he walked out, swinging the door like he owned the place. The restaurant had gone quiet in that ugly way crowds get when they're hungry for drama, but pretending they aren't. The manager had approached with that careful, professional smile that says, "Please don't ruin my night." "I'm so sorry," he murmured. I nodded once. "Separate checks," I said calmly. "Mine and his." The manager blinked. "Ma'am, I know," I said. "That's why I'm telling you." My sister slid her phone across the table, screen still open. Daniel's post was already spreading. The caption was smug. The kind of smug that thinks it's clever. I didn't argue. I didn't correct him. I typed 2 words. Bon appetit. Then I paid. I tipped enough to make the waiter's eyes go wide, and while the manager printed the unpaid bill, I gave him Daniel Carter's full name, the address he loved listing as our place, and the number on his apartment lease. "I don't want a scene," I said, tone even. The manager's smile tightened. Understood. My father's voice was low. "Anna, what are you doing?" I looked at the empty chair. "Closing the tab," I said. Outside, my mother tried to touch my arm. Her fingers were cold. "Honey, he's stressed. Tomorrow is a schedule," I replied, not unkindly. "This is behavior." She went silent. In the car, Maya watched me like she was waiting for the crack in my voice, the tear, the shake, the collapse. I gave her none of it. I opened my phone and scrolled, not through his post, but through my shared apps with him. Our accounts, our access, our locks, our life. Daniel loved convenience, loved bundling, loved when I handled details because he could call it teamwork without doing any work. In my notes app, there was a folder labeled vendors with a checklist I'd made months ago. Times, names, confirmations, deposits. And one thing Daniel never bothered to learn. Every card on file was mine. Maya's voice came out thin. "Anna, please tell me you're not going to go over there." "I'm not," I said. I opened a different tab. Lease portal. Daniel's name and mine. 2 signatures. 1 payment method. I tapped manage payments and removed my card. Then I turned on purchase alerts. Then I changed the login password. Maya inhaled sharply. That's your home too." "It was," I said. My phone buzzed. A notification from the restaurant system. One of those automated confirmations managers send when they need a record.